Oof. You mom spaghetti?
Dire team back.
You hyped for totally not another stomp? Knuckles are literally grinding on floor right now.
Radiant team ban.
Green isn't getting through. Alk ban though.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
Alright, let's get ready to go live in 5, 4. And there it is. Final game. Draft has just begun. Khan versus OG.Seed. This game will decide who is crying in a pool of their own tears, realizing that they're in debt. They can't afford all of the loans they took on presents for Christmas this year, and who has a chance to still make some money. And Khan, 50% win rate for them this series, the Tiny. And OG.Seed straight in with a Gyro Lich.
Radiant team ban.
That was an incredibly dark segue to
Hey,
not win.
the tier 2 and tier 3 scene in Dota is vicious. It's hard to make a living, okay?
Yeah. That's the whole point of this OG.Seed team, is to enable players make it.
10 seconds.
Especially with No Tail standing in for them here. Captaining job was clearly better that game. Previous game of the series. I actually was not leaning back there, so...
Oh, okay. That's a bit
I'm not
weird.
sure why I sound like I'm in the toilet again or something.
Sounds a bit better now. It might just be, you know what it is, you're getting too relaxed. You're getting a little bit fatigued like Khan are, you know. They played 5 games already today. You've cast 5 games already.
Yeah.
You're a panelist. You're not used to this overwhelming
The
load.
online grind, man.
Yeah.
Just run it back, you know. Game ends, go again. Usually for tournaments, you have like a pretty long break between games, but rapid fire it out, except for the between game 1 and 2. There was that 10-15 minute break. But looks like pretty much a repeat of the draft so far. The Wyvern replaced... What did they have last game? Instead
That
of
Disruptor, right?
Disruptor, yeah. Otherwise, the picks and bans from OG.Seed are the exact same. But this time around, they got rid of the Phoenix. They clearly had issues with that third pick Phoenix.
What was
last game?
And it makes sense. They haven't addressed it by picking this Tiny again. Although, as we saw in game 2, they did run it in the 4 role. They're leaving themselves open to the potential to run Tiny carry again, or carry from mid, rather.
10 seconds remaining.
Question is, what does OG.Seed want to do
5
to answer this?
remaining.
Because that is now a potential threat, and as we mentioned in the draft last time, having that Phoenix, it was this buffer to the idea of Tiny being a carry for Khan.
Yeah, it definitely was a deterrent there. They seem to... I think they're already prioritizing that deterrent with the Lich Gyro. Just a lot of mid-game presence. It's actually a lot of mid-game damage against a core Tiny. Literally the exact same draft from OG.Seed. Same bans, same 2 picks. Obviously, there's not going to be a Phoenix this game. But in the past, I think Gyro's been picked a lot against Wyvern, so kind of interesting that they went for the Wyvern against the Gyro, just because most right-clicking cores have no way to... The Cold Embrace, but obviously Gyro has quite a lot of magic damage to dump into the Cold Embrace.
Yeah, and there hasn't been that big wham back though when it comes to Winner's Curse either, right? It's not like the side OG.Seed picked the Tiny or the Ursa. Gyrocopter for a long period of the game doesn't rely on his physical damage that could kill his own supports. It's that magical damage which won't come into factor. The Earth Spirit for OG this time.
And we saw it for Khan game 1, and it did win. Looked pretty good, apart from what we've seen from it. Goes pretty well with Lich. You throw the Frost Armor out on him in the laning stage. You can be a roaming duo. Throw the Frost Armor on him, he rolls in, catches whoever he's rolling on, and they're slowed consistently. And a pretty good amount of damage to follow it up.
Very good Spirit Vessel game already as well, right? With the Wyvern and the Tiny, so you get value in the Spirit from that, as Spirit is a natural Spirit Vessel builder.
This is true.
I feel like they need some sort of catch in the support, right? Like, you could run the Tiny support. Yamich had a great start. He got a good time on that Blink Dagger, but that's like in a vacuum. You're not often going to get that situation. Especially if an Earth Spirit is kind of matching you move for move on the map as a Tiny 4.
I think they more so need to think about what they're doing for the lane setup. They're representing a potential tri-lane on OG.Seed, and you can't really afford to just throw your offlaner to the wall. Maybe you consider aggro tri-laning into it. Maybe you consider cutting creeps at the start. You have to think of some way to enable your offlaner to not just get kind of destroyed. And so they immediately queue up the Pangolier. Is this the same team that did the Javelin? Okay.
Yep. Yamich Pangolier.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make... peculiar pick, I would say. Most likely 4 positions, so most likely that means that the Tiny is either 3, 2, or 1.
10 seconds.
Probably a 2, based on what they did last time.
Yeah. It's a bit of a conundrum, though. I find that the Pangolier, the games they pulled it out in where it worked, weren't these carries with kind of early lane presence. Well, Gyrocopter, if you swashbuckle in on him, whether it's level 1 or level 3, he's going to hit Rocket Barrage, put a missile on your face, and kill you. Because Pangolier's stats at the start of the game is terrible. And his stat gain actually is not even that impressive, to be honest with you.
I think his agi gain is actually pretty high. His strength gain is not.
I think his agi gain is like 3.2, I want to say.
Yeah, wow. That is exactly what it is.
Damn, I'm good. But strength is, I was going to say 2.2. I think it's a little bit higher than that, though.
2.5, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the problem with that hero isn't as much his gains, but the fact that his starting stats are...
Yeah, his starting stats are... His gains don't make up for the starting stats. Exactly.
So, is there something that they could actually use to screw over Pangolier? I don't think you've got room in OG.Seed's draft for something like a Grimstroke, obviously. Puck's already banned out as well. I guess you're not that worried, actually, because you have the Earth Spirit of the Silence anyway to screw over Pango, and they go for the Ogre Magi. Hello. Someone wants to test the new Arcana. It might be.
Looks like a core Ogre. They have Lich Your Spirit. That's a
bully Tiny on the lane
pick. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I think it's been picked a little bit for the last ESL 1.
10 seconds remaining.
I think TNC were running it a lot. I don't think they ran it at the
5 seconds.
This is actually the best Lifestealer game in history.
In history? Are you sure you want to go with that?
In the history of you and I casting together.
You know what? That is true. Get out of the park on that one. It's a small sample group, but yes, this could be an okay Lifestealer game. I say okay because I'm reluctant with the new Lifestealer to ever say it's a great Lifestealer game. It's usually something around it that makes it a good Lifestealer game. As we said, it's a good counter, or you have some other hero on its lineup that is buffing it up substantially.
Dire team ban.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Got him. You were so blown away by your call.
I was just so excited about that pick that it just DC'd.
I'm getting out of this lobby before he nerdgasms too hard.
Yeah. I mean, the last patch, Lifestealer was one of the best carries against the Ogre Magi offlane, so that's why it came to mind here. And then all they have is magic damage between the first 3 heroes, so kind of just handed that one on a silver platter. They also have banned out the Ursa and the Slark, so a lot of good heroes against the Lifestealer are out of the pool. Surprisingly, they picked Lifestealer this game, but not against the Phoenix last game. I don't really understand that, but hey, that's life.
It doesn't feel like it's as good against the Ogre as it was, though, right? Because the difference here with the latest patch is they decided a bunch of heroes need to start fabricating stuff. So, like Medusa, she fabricates mana instead of stealing it. A Lifestealer doesn't even make sense for his name anymore because he doesn't steal life, he just fabricates it. So a beefy hero like Ogre, with a lot of armor, can kind of just sustain itself on the lane naturally, right?
Yeah, we're going to find that out, actually. I don't know how the lane matchup would go nowadays. I think it would be favored for Lifestealer if he has kill potential on you. Like, if his supports will come to his lane, potentially. I can't really imagine Ogre doing enough damage to harass you. The thing about Lifestealer is he does have way more sustain than he used because he just attacks so fast. So,
yeah, I think the interesting part is that you can always just TP away from them, though. Just realized this. Lifestealer no stuns, Wyvern no stuns until 6, Pangolier no stuns until 6.
That is very true.
Radiant team pick.
So,
I like the Razorbat. Pretty much one of the few heroes in the game that just single-handedly ruins Lifestealer's ability to play Dota.
Oh, he ruins all these heroes as well. Like Tiny, you can toss him away maybe. Pangolier can never swashbuckle him because he immediately just gets static linked as well. At least in the early game. For the final pick.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, this could just end up being a real Pango, a free Pango.
Remaining.
And then we end up with the Tiny support again. This will reveal all. Not much reserve time to work with either.
Dire team pick.
Okay, that doesn't actually tell you much. Because this could still be a free Venge, free Pango. They've kept.
So it does tell you it's pretty much almost certainly a 2 Tiny, right? That is what it tells you?
Yeah, that should be the most likely thing here. Unless we're going to see something like Pangolier mid, which you don't really see anymore. Alright, so Morphling's going to be the final pick, and it is going to be Chessie mid on that Gyrocopter. Matching up against the Tiny. But I will say that this is the preferred way I like to see the Lifestealer. You remember I mentioned earlier, I want to see something that buffs it up. This is a good Desolator game. And then you have the Vengeful Spirit who can just add more minus armor to the equation.
And you have the Pangolier.
You do. Who's gonna disarm this poor Gyrocopter and make him sad. Maybe the same for
You know that disarm does minus armor, right?
Yep. Yeah, well, it removes... It's based on your natural armor, was it? If I remember correctly.
No, it used to be. They made it...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they changed
it. It's a flat number now, so it's just 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's right, because like they went through phases. Originally, it was all the
3,
natural.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, because originally it was all the natural armor. They're like, actually, this is potentially a little bit broken late game, but then never got to late enough games. Then they changed it to be a silence disarm, which obviously was one of the stupidest things you could do. And then they fixed it and said only a disarm. And then minus up.
Exactly. So, it is going to be a mid-gyro. It is going to be an off-lane Pangolier, so 3 position. And it's going to be a mid-tiny. So, I'm not really sure what to expect from this game. I'm not even going to bother predicting this one. I think that both teams have a lot of mid-game. I think both teams have like win conditions that are clearly in place. I think Morphling could take over this game. But I also think that Khan, if they manage to catch him with a stun, he will just die almost instantly. But until the Tiny blink, they can't really do that. So, both teams have like clear-cut windows. Morphling before the Tiny blink. Then once Tiny gets the blink, they just have to be really... whoever gets the jump on the other at the start of fights is basically going to blow up whoever they find. There's a lot of damage from both sides.
Proactivity over reactivity. It's always been the play Dota. Basically, is the most simpler form we always use is play to win instead of playing to live or survive.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Hey, you know, some people say play to win is a cheesy statement, but it's a fair one.
Yes.
To Carl's credit, it's a good thing to yell.
What?
You say it's a good thing to do, baby.
Oh, yes, baby. Oh, yes. Hey, you know, let's be honest here. With all the survival games out, DayZ, Rust, all this crap, it's very easy for gamers to think that surviving is the only way to thrive these days.
It's true.
Well, this is a clash between EU and CIS, and at least one of those regions has a long history of bloodbaths. One of these teams Even though it's the Seed version, has a history of just running at people and just overwhelming them early. So hopefully, get that.
They're putting the gyro on the side lane, despite having Madara playing the Morphling. It is going mid.
I think it makes sense because you can actually utilize the gyro that way. Whereas if you're against a tiny, what do you really ever do to him? Home and missile him and farm?
Yeah, throw some homing missiles at him, right click him for 48 damage.
I'm sure he'll totally feel that once he's built 2 braces.
The battle begins.
See how the runes are going to go. Oh, Chessie, he yoinked that. chshrct actually got him. By the way, that's someone did kind of skip over this. Is actually going to be a Pangolier core. And he has starting items. Look at this. Tangos, a salve, branches. He
what is this
wants
shenanigans?
To live. Alright, you say shenanigans again, we're going to have to pistol whip you.
Looks like they're just going to block the creeps into his tower so that the first wave will then push away from chshrct's tower. He will get the level 2 most likely unless they manage to deny a creep. I like this rocket usage. It's going to make it so it's really hard for him to get the last hits because of... Yep, there you go. Good deny. That ensures that he won't get level 2. It just takes 1 deny. And now the lane's going to be pushed out, and their goal is to just have the supports sit in front of the wave as Chessie farms. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do here.
A good strategy against this hero. I mentioned his stats early on are pathetic, so it's hard for him to CS anyway. And Pangolier is not a hero that does well without levels.
Yeah,
you can't
having
really
a clear-cut way to know how you're going to play the level 1 of a lane is really important. They had a very clear game plan here.
You know, on the top, Ogre doesn't suffer too much because he can actually stay into the creeps, take a little bit of harassment, has 60 base damage to the Quillen Blade anyway. And he even gets the deny.
What are the open wounds on Lifestealer against Ogre? I don't know. I mean, I guess you have 3 heroes here, so you're looking to kill, but you have Wyvern and Venge, 2 very low damage supports. So open wounds usually is only valuable if somebody else on your team is going to deal the damage. To me, that's a very peculiar level up because now you just have no mana on Lifestealer.
Yeah, it feels like in general, Khan's level 1 is weak across the board. There's no lane that feels good at the start here. Once you have 2, it's not too bad because you have a stun to work with, it flows. But as we've seen, Pangolier is the one who's really struggling a little bit because of this.
Mid lane seems to be going well for Khan.
No. Harassment back and forth for the most, but Madara making sure that he gets a little bit better with the poking and prodding, which isn't easy against a tanky hero like Tiny. We get a little bit less value out of the salves because your health pool is so big anyway.
Has been killed.
Able to heal up to full. And yamich did snipe out Courier. This is something we've seen from Wyverns a lot with that. Arctic Burn is very easy to snipe Couriers. However, it's very easy to die when you overestimate your ability to do things, as he does give the first blood. Like that little yoink from No Tail. I'm a TI winner. I need this gold. I deserve this gold.
That's the lane tax, man. He tiered the Gyro's lane at the very start. Hey,
nothing's free.
Established dominance, yeah, exactly.
Capitalism.
You only get this because I want you to get this.
Do you want to be paid at the end of the month? Because we're paying you. Chessie's like, okay, just take it, please. Let's take away our paycheck.
Oh God, please.
God, the tier 3 scene. It's a horror show. Have you not seen this series so far? We need money.
Some pretty dark humor you got here. I was not aware of this.
Hey, for better or worse, it's good to stay. Xibbe does not want to stay. He wants to leave. He doesn't have the mana for a TP, though. This was a slight miscalculation on his behalf. However, ZFreek is here to save the day. Goodbye.
Oh, the kick!
Only level 1, but it does the deal.
That was sick. That was a sick kick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know. Also, what's the? I hope there's no problem with this dark humor. You are the guy that came up with the idea of the dead lane.
I don't have problems. I just was unaware. You know, unawares. It does go down on ZFreek.
Oh, okay. Turns out it's working.
This Orb of Venom Lifestealer, man, it actually does a lot of damage. That combined with the Wave of Terror.
Maybe you should just be like playing around harder on the Pangolier, right? Just try and equal this out. And the Ogre is going to naturally have a better place in the team than the Pangolier. If give both of them XP stuff, because you can just bloodlust other people, right? Whereas the Pango has to have something to work with. Arrow in the mid lane has no health to work with, as he does go down to the rotation from the OG supports.
Yeah, the very good roaming duo as we talked about. The Frost Armor on top of the Rolling Earth Spirit. Does have the Arcane Rune as well on Lich, so he's makes some more happen right away. Pangolier is a pretty tough kill though. As you said, he does need to get a good start, but
easy to escape for him.
Yeah, it's pretty reliable as long as he plays his positioning and careful about his swashbuckle usage. Okay, top lane though, this Ogre.
Yeah.
Even if he lives here, just TP the base as an Ogre.
Grabs a win late straight away. It's fine. It's level 2 bloodlust, guys. I can get them reasonable time. chshrct is even on the XP. He's not really suffering as much anymore since they broke up that tri-lane so early.
Can't have it!
I think the way that they kind of make this work is making sure the Tiny gets shut down, right? As you said, the Earth Spirit plus Lich combo to rotate. My only concern is your mid is a Morphling. It's not really a hero known for his activity after the laner phase.
Yeah, for sure. He does. He more so translates that into maybe some tower pressure, but more so just farming to get his next item.
This is kind of why it started to fall out of favor in the mid lane, is that you want these active mids that, whether they win or lose, they exploit the outer lane, should we say. Could either recover or push their advantage. chshrct pushed far, far away. That's got the swashbuckle, but that is not the way you out with an escape plan. Nice rolling by ZFreek. Will allow him to secure the kill. I mean, I know he's cut off, but I don't think you have better survival chances by making that move compared to going towards tower.
Yeah, it's probably better to make them chase you out of their way, maybe. Maybe is what he was going for.
Yeah. Maybe it's different if yamich has free and he's gone for like the 1-1-1 build, because he might be able to save you a Cold Embrace, but it's still a Gyrocopter at level 5 now. Almost 6. At which point, I'm pretty sure you die the moment you swashbuckle in this lane. There it is, got cooldown now. They are so under level compared to the Gyro. In fact, he is top of the XP alongside Madara right now. Speaking of which, Madara's just getting tiny. Diving the tower, Fishman's the target. Waveform through should allow him to run through and kill the Venge. An Arrow can't find a kill on a no-tail. It's being slowed by the Orb of Venom. Madara's going to come back across. That's got the toss. Only 1 point though. Sniping the courier. And a little bit of toss back and forth going on. Madara will get it with the Adaptive Strike. That's a double kill for the Morphling.
I thoroughly enjoyed that series of events, you know, the random courier snipe in the middle of that, and then the toss into toss action.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just the mids tossing each other, really.
Are fortified.
It's more of a violent relationship, this one, though, as Madara is now 2-0-1, and this Tiny, it's not looking like the one we saw in game 1.
Yeah, they were clearly ready for this. I think they kind of just didn't give it credit for potentially being a core in the first game. And so it was just a really good core Tiny game. But this time around, Tiny naturally tanks up to physical damage with his ult. They have a lot of mid-game magic damage. Bring him down and threaten him.
Yeah, and if ZFreek continues this sort of aggression, this tempo, he'll have a quick time on a Spirit Vessel. And then if you force a Tiny into an early BKB, the hero does feel kind of underwhelming, I want to say. He doesn't usually want to build into it because he has all that health and armor. I wonder if there's actually, like, there's not really room for it as well, because he's going drums, then he'll go to the blink.
It's the ice.
It feels just so awkward to build into a BKB with the current Tiny builds.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Another courier going down, as chshrct's one is found. He does have 6 now and has picked up his Javelin, so it's a bit harder to kill the Pangolier. But not impossible. Never say never. ZFreek has
what Beaver said one time?
He seems like the kind of guy that would say a lot. He's a back and forth guy. 1 week he's positive, 1 week he's negative.
Dire structures are fortified.
He's like both ends of the
battery. Trying to make sure I understand my pop culture references. Yeah.
Sorry, I listen to good music. I mean, that comment will definitely be relevant for like 10-year-old pop girls who have pictures.
Isn't that your desired audience?
Desired is the wrong word. Desired is the really wrong word.
What's the right word?
It's avoided audience.
Oh, avoided audience. Okay.
You want people who are old enough to build a to make a Twitch and Twitter account, buddy. That's...
We're trying to get new players in the Dota scene. With your attitude, I don't see how that's ever going to happen.
I think targeting 10-year-old Vegas is not a good step one.
Okay, noted.
Getting a tutorial that works is step one.
Back to the game, man. I'm trying to have a serious conversation about the game.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that. You were making me buy some time so you could come up with your next point about how this Tiny is going to struggle a lot more this game, right?
Yeah, I mean, he is more so actually doing pretty well. He's level 8 in the jungle. Yeah, Morphling is ahead in the mid lane with level 9. Looks like they're trying to make a rotation on the bottom outpost. As opposed to last game, I hope they don't go 4 for 0 or 0 for 4. That was pretty much a nightmare. They do get the stun.
Oh, the stun. Stop Pangolier. Chessie?
Toss your Pango. Oh my god.
Nope, doesn't get it. Chessie sidestepping him as well. The Magic Missile come out. They will still get the kill. There is vengeance potentially coming.
Lifestealer got top outpost.
Oh, Morphling's coming. This is way too late. Roll in. Short though, couldn't stop him.
Wow, they got it.
Master on the 2. Fishman is being ignored. They go for the kill on the chshrct step. We'll find him. Arrow is already out, and it looks like Fishman will escape too. Critical mistake. Xibbe, he can't do anything. It's level 8 to level 6. His Lifestealer has dumpstered him on the lane.
Definitely just infest his catapult and hit the tower with it while he heals. If he had gotten multicasted there, he might have died.
True. RNG is not on Xibbe's side though. I'm glad he figured out he's buying 2 Soul Rings there. It looks like we'll be the phase boots on the Ogre. Then maybe you can do something. Get decent stat gain. You hit for a decent amount. And the blood loss.
Midas earlier. It's such a hard item to get. It's so hard to get to that item. I think that's more so why Ogre got fallen out of favor. You see there that he's kind of just a liability to his team. I don't really understand why they picked offlane Ogre. To be honest with you. Very weird hero to pick in the current meta.
Especially if you know you're going to play your supports off the lane and try and rotate early. You should choose something that self-sustains and can recover.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing, it's okay if you're going to throw someone under the bus, just make sure there's a paramedic in the neighborhood. This is the equivocal of going through a desert and being ran over by a bus. There's no one here to help you.
Radiant's bottom tower is
and it doesn't get any easier either. You know, maybe when you get the level 10 GPM talent, you could buy an item. This guy.
Winter's Curse brought him. He's just gonna die.
No, he's not.
Oh, he didn't throw out the Splinter Blast.
Oh, they glyphed. They got him.
Oh, they glyphed.
Yeah, so he went for a casual walkout. Zach did have the wrong boulder, but he didn't try and escape into the tree line immediately, so the glyph got him.
It's like the 3rd or 4th time I've ever seen the kill because the guy took a tower shot.
It's definitely something that people don't calculate for. Things come out.
Lifestealer here.
Are they going to kill him though is the real question. They have got the Sinister Gaze. He's getting low. He's holding on to that rage and still has the armor. So we just run no tail down instead. Nice stun through for the Raw Bottom doing a lot. Raw Thunder Rub doing a lot more work. ZFreek stay close to the buildings, but it's not working. Trying to get out with the Infest Bomb, just out time to get away. However, he's going to have to bomb out and fight. He doesn't have a choice. chshrct is out of mana. As soon as he's out of life. Roll through is good. He's going to go down. They do kill ZFreek on the instant, but Lifestealer, he's like just casually ignore it. Just kill Chessie instead, who is out of mana. Xibbe does have the stun. Does get the Moe cast, and finally they get some Vengeful Lifestealer after a brutal laning stage for Ogre.
Probably will queue up the Midas next.
Rubbing his hands together, he's like, please. Your boy Ogre needs some cheddar.
Lifestealer, or not Lifestealer, Morphling's almost got the Lincoln. I mean, yeah, he's 1,700 gold off, but I don't really see him dying in the near future. He's feeling pretty good. One on the network. Guardian, especially because other than that death, Lifestealer was pretty much free for him.
Not too surprising either, right? Like, he's been the only one consistently farming while everyone else rotates around him. Now there's smoke. That ping in mid. Arrow has no protection as the tier 1 tower's already gone. Frost armor just clipping long enough. The fire blast does connect. The bottom smash through. It's secure as death. The toss away won't change that outcome as Chessie does get the kill.
Yep, a lot of mid-game magical damage, and they left that Tiny as a core. Kind of surprising. clearly OG.Seed was time around tiny to have impact as you sat in game.
I mean, it's making a big impact when it hits the ground dead, being made of rock, but that's about it. And this Morphling, it's just cruise mode. It's full cruise mode. And if you can't address OG when they're as 4 right now, this is going to get scary in the next 10 minutes.
The 12 agility talent. Long time since I've
Farm quicker, I guess.
I wonder if he'll take the 40 attack speed. I think people are kind of leaning away from relying on more than the actual.
You just want to burst down a target immediately and then be able to flip a second kill before you're forced to hit the strength button.
Dire's top tower.
And right now, he looking strong on the right click. Tier 2 goes down. He might apply some pressure on the tier 3 to force them back to base. The time is running out for him. It will be harder soon because Pangolier, he's heading for the Spirit Vessel and he's almost there. How's that Spirit Vessel looking with the Zach? ZFreek has got 1,000 gold saved up, so they're similar in timing. It's just one of them has farm priority, the other doesn't.
Oh, that's super value. Chessie just got a ring of a kilo on
Radiant's
Gyrocopter.
bottom tower is under attack.
Only like the best neutral item for Gyrocopter.
And then, you know what the dream is? If you're in tier 3, you get your hands on an Orb of Destruction as well. You feel pretty good.
You see this tiny.
That's the case. Winner's Curse, rolling. Zach is helping his teammate right now. Avalanche, swap will get him out. Just in time, the Chain Frost will bounce around a bit. Stop pretty abruptly. No tail moves away in time though. Swashbuckle through. They got the roll on Thunder. They're going to try and go for it, but there's the Avalanche toss in from Madara. Now the cooldown coming through. Bench is already dead as well. Arrow has to retreat to the high ground. Yes, they get a kill on a no-tail, but it cost them 2, and that was their initiation, as OG just wanted to retreat. You can kind of feel this desperation about making plays, right, when they jump out that quickly. I think it'd be cut and dry, but easy as they'd hoped.
Surprisingly, this Ogre's recovering much better than I thought he would. Meanwhile, the Pangolier not doing so hot.
He almost has Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, I thought they would both I thought the Pangolier would recover better. But the Ogre's gotten 2 pretty big kills. Or not 2, he's had 1 pretty big kill, but then he's been a part of 2 or 3 big kills.
Radiant are
He might have a pretty weak death. On a hunt. They're looking the wrong way though. They're heading towards the Morphling. Not an easy kill.
You know, he has the Pupil's Gift on top of double Wraith Band wall.
The only way this gets better is if he found the Ironwood tree. Jump in. They see the Ogre. They say screw your recovery.
That's before his Midas too, so kind of a big kill there.
And they should get a big tower. The tier 1 here has been begging for death for a while. Arm will finally oblige it.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I think dyrachyoo has to be careful here. Like, if he gets too close, Morphling could just kill him with right clicks alone, right?
Is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
There's a Van Brace on the Radiant side. Oh, bottom.
Dara, Lingus been popped. He needs to get out right now. Trying to move away. More Thunder coming through. Chain Frost to bounce around a little. Nice waveform dodge though. Swap in. Winner's Curse has been thrown. They stacked it a little bit here. They might be able to get no tail, but Madara, he's fully strengthed up. It's a hard kill. Turns into the Pangolier. Swashbuckles away, but there's the Avalanche toss follow up Madara. They renew the Spirit Vessel. Pushing away the Tiny. Ogre is coming to assist, but can he actually do anything here? Bloodlust and run. I don't. Oh no, he hasn't used the Midas. Xibbe, run.
Midas.
ZFreek, is he body blocking?
This is a travesty.
Radiant's top tower.
I don't know what that was from ZFreek. It looked like he body blocked him for a moment. Xibbe still has not Midas.
Midas, man.
Come the hell on. Well, Chessie is taking tier 1 top in the meantime. Arrow has rotated. Chessie's like, please, I just want to leave. Just get the hell off me. Goes for the TP out. And the tree will not be enough to kill him. He makes it. Need him on the bot lane. Dyrachyoo does TP away successfully. However, Yamich got left behind. Your drum's Wyvern is no more. Bang the drum with death.
Midas, damn it.
Finally! You know what it was? Xibbe thought the Ogre had special treatment and he was just using the Midas on heroes. He's like, oh, it doesn't work like that. Just a misunderstanding. Maybe if you buy the new Arcana.
That's the plan. That's the flavor.
know, if they make it through the group stage, he's in with a chance of having the money to buy it. Because his Ogre does look a little bit naked right now.
Oh, the Nether Shawl. That's actually super value for Morphling. He's got 28 armor, so he doesn't mind losing 3 armor. But the 20% magic resistance value.
And the pass off as well, right? When he doesn't have the slots anymore, it's really good on the Earth Spirit.
Haste!
Well, no, good item. ZFreek. Speaking of Earth Spirit, a recurring theme for poor Zach this game, as he just keeps finding himself in the wrong neighborhood. Dyrachyoo needs to respect the damage of Madara. No Linkers for 5. I think this winner's curse was jumping the gun a little though. Waveform away. See you, chshrct. He's trying to get back in the fight, but it may be too little too late. Madara will just swashbuckle away. Dyrachyoo is still chasing. Scepter will protect him. They're spending a lot of time on this. Now the backstab coming in. No Tail pays the price though, just trying to distract him so they can get Madara out. Xibbe will escape as well. Needs to, because Midas is coming off cooldown. There's nothing to Midas again! What is going on?
What you hate to see.
I hate it. This Midas efficiency right now. This is, you know what, if I could take that Midas, I would invert it horizontally so it's thumbs down. This efficiency is terrible. Can't, however, are efficient roach takers. With the Deso. Oh god. Did he get how much gold? Oh, okay, he almost has the Vlads. This could be big for his team, however, can't get something bigger. They rip the heart out of Roshan and they walk around with an unkillable Lifestealer. How those dark pictures I'm painting go for you? Does this look a little bit dark for OG.Seed, or are you still feeling confident in the Morphling?
He does have the Gyro to back him up. And Gyro has a BKB coming out, I think. Yeah. I'm a bit weary that they just get outscaled because Morphling is just gonna have to morph defensively in a lot of these fights. They do have a lot of damage to threaten him immediately if he does get caught at the start. I said this at the start of the draft, and it's really going to boil down to who gets the initiation. If they start with like an Earth Spear roll with like a Morphling waveform follow-up and like burst down the Wyvern, I think that's going to be... OG.Seed could easily take the fight's going to be... Positioning by Khan is definitely...
It takes some time to reflect. Work out the strategy. There is a concern when you consider the fact that Khan are the ones with BKB piercing stuns, right? Like you got the Winner's Curse, you can swap people to get them out of position. And when you look on the other side, OG have neither that or a hero that's likely to build an Abyss with this game. So that magic immunity factor is going to be looming over OG.Seed at all times. Especially if Tiny does go for the BKB this game. Yeah, he's got it queued up off the Sanj. Yasha, Sanj, Vambrace, and then BKB, and suddenly Tiny is unkillable.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The question is whether he can still kill people at that stage, though. Set up around top.
Dire's
by OG.
top tower is under attack.
Dyrachyoo did not see a thing. Ango is going deep, trying to spot someone out. But he won't. This is a wide wraparound. I don't think OG necessarily can fight with this right now. Are they trying to force someone back and then find someone on the retreat? It feels that way.
Yeah, I mean, they're not applying any pressure, so if Khan's smart, they just won't respond to this bottom lane unless Morphling actually walks to death.
Back up. It was a smoke to go Midas. And as a result, Xibbe now has the Vlads. Anything to improve his efficiency of this game. Definitely the most smoke-worthy smoke of this game so far. ZFreek, has he got the gold? Has he done it? He has the recipe. The Spirit Vessel has been completed for OG. It can kill the Tiny. It's a miracle. The late Christmas present. They are reluctant. This Lifestealer, he packs a punch. This isn't your Lifestealers of old where they just exist and farm. These ones hit hard. He has a second life as well. Done out. Trying to shotgun through him quickly enough. They can't. Close though. But a squeaky bomb time moment for dyrachyoo as he backed up.
Yeah, the Lifestealer Morphling like dynamic is just not nearly as good for Morphling as he Lifestealer attack speed, but Rage just gives.
Oh, they got him this time though. Lifestealer split from his team as well. I expect this to be a disengage, however they're hanging around. Linkers have been popped. Madara rages up, looks to fight, but so is dyrachyoo. And now the roll upon a fruit. chshrct on point to snipe out Nosetail, and Xibbe, he's next to the chopping block. They'll run him down and catch him out. Roll in. ZFreek, he's committed. The buyback comes out from Nosetail. The cooldown as well. They're trying to catch him on the retreat. chshrct trying to get out. The Spirit Vessel is on him. He has got the swashbuckle. Winter's Curse going to come in. Chessie is controlled up. Yamich will TP, but there's the Sister Gaze. Nosetail, he sidesteps the ultimate and ensures they at least catch the Wyvern on the retreat. 2 down. Roll forward. ZFreek can't find more though. Looks like that might be all the casualties for now. However, OG might try and add a tower to the list of dead. They move in on the mid lane. Moving in on an arrow, actually. Inside against the... Chessie has walked away to use the shrine. He needs to reconnect with his team first. Should be able to get through this tower quick enough.
He did take the morph duration. Or at least still once with there. This is a really good. Going to the Lifestealer, but he can rage at him and he's.
Yeah, they just want to zone him away from tier 2 towers. The haste is running out. Gyro have top. Blink away. They know now though, they're picking him out. Arrow. It's going to be close. He might just make it out. Stop. No, Xibbe! He had it winded up. ZFreek gave the vision. They didn't have enough time. That's one of those moments where you make a very uncomfortable close noise that sounds kind of like a raccoon dying, right? You're like, yep, I should be dead right now. I should not have escaped that. And immediately he gets back to base. They smoke, go on the prowl, and Nosetail. He fought back in the last fight. It'd be a long time having a nap if he goes down like this. He's retreating towards his team, but the avalanche is there. Pulse is enough to secure the kill. Roll find a fruit. They've got the infest bomb ready. Moving in. Turns out Lifestealer just wanted to farm. chshrct is still looking for a kill. He better staying out of vision though. They see the gyro. Just finding into an outpost. However, they do have numbers advantage. So Chessie will back up.
Radiant are scanning.
Morphling has continued to farm. Now he has the E-Blade going into that Scardy next. Possibly on fight. Fight top though. Fishman. I think he was going for the outpost. That was an ambitious move for a Vengeful Spirit. Mid. Toss back. ZFreek. Like, where are you going? Back's like, I'm leaving. Please. He's baiting them. He can just escape whenever he wants. Waveform in. Madara has become tiny. We'll move forward as he's quicker and he's more full. However, the avalanche stops the pursuit. You'll kind of be happy with that though. You do get the Winter's Curse out for free.
Yeah, you're content with that for sure. Scotty on Morphling, not bad, even though they are all melee cores. Stats. And overall the constant flow is pretty useful.
Do you think he needs to pick up a BKB after that? Or are you not worried about that state? Because you can always become Lifestealer, right?
Yeah, I think the fact that there's a Lifestealer and the fact that as long as he survives the initial, I think he just needs to not be scared of that initial burst. Eventually you still want one, but I think
you have a disarm now in dyrachyoo though. So just preemptively prepping for the damage that Gyro is starting to get. Chessie is going towards that butterfly next. Give him a little bit more potency in these fights, but that's just a case of waiting out until the next Roche is up. Which point, like, who gets more value out of this? I think you're approaching a point as OG.Seed where if you deny that Aegis away from Khan, you could easily be up on the high ground with this morph, right? Because of his build, because of how much damage he naturally has.
quite a lot.
You just played like the long con, right? You bloodlust him, he has Lincolns, he'll waveform away whenever you pop it, and he just keeps slowly burning your tower. Whereas if Khan get it, I'd imagine it's a 5-man right up onto the high ground of OG.Seed. As they do have to team fight.
Venge is so valuable now. You have the... Actually, I guess the attack range really does nothing. I just realized their 3 cores are all melee with the Venge, which is kind of interesting. A lot of times Venge is considered valuable because of the attack range bonus. She has the telescope. Really only benefits the Wyvern who sniper.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
She has got a Grove Bow and is going for the Yorker next. I've seen this a lot more with Wyverns at the moment. It's kind of a pseudo right-click type build.
Hey, you have the 60 damage talent at 10 that he took. And if you have this Venge, you're actually going right-click from so far away. So, let's see. With the Venge around, he has 775, and then first ability gives him an extra 575. So he's sitting at 1350 range. That's a phase away to be attacked from.
If Sniper and Wyvern had a baby, apparently it would be 0.23's Wyvern. Like Chessie was trying to scout Roche. Took 40 seconds until it's up. This should be the moment where OG makes a smoke play, and they will. ZFreek is incredibly frustrating now in this game, actually. He has the Nevershore, he's got the Craggy Coat, and he has the Spider Legs. Not an easy kill for Khan to open up on. So it feels like they really have to try and find No Tail as the opener. Khan, they just went to check the pit. There's a movement upriver by OG right now. They'll reconnect with Chessie. And this is about to become very obvious where Khan are as they move towards the outpost. They don't know how many here though, because smoke doesn't reveal you. You take the outpost. They're still chasing. Tail going deep. Smoke's going to break. Shotgun in. Fishman already dead. ZFreek does go deep. Will be silenced up instantly. Wrong Fun is going to be used. Buyback comes out from Venge. Chessie scout this out. Wants to actually kill off the Venge the second time. They have to move across and help ZFreek. He's getting low on HP. Whoever came to protect him now. Chain Frost bounces around. BKB. Chessie's going to chase him. Looking to kill Chessie. Can't swap out. Won't be enough to Chain Frost, but Susan Fishman might go down for the second time. The Winter's Curse buying a little bit of time, but not enough. The buyback comes out, but Pangolier already in the wrong thunder. dyrachyoo, he might go down. Waveform through. Lifestealer dead on the side. Yamich fighting up against ZFreek. Yeah, you get the kill, but you might die alongside him with the Ignite. Embrace to save his life for the moment, but Tiny, he needs some assistance surrounded on all sides. He will go down. The toss board will not kill off No Tail. Wyvern makes it out, but Roche is now secure for the side of OG.
Yeah, man, this Morphling. Too much sustain from the Ogre, the Bloodlust, the Blads, raw stats. He's sitting at 45 armor when he's up. A lot of effective HP. Every bit of lifesteal he's getting is just so impactful because of how much
Invisibility!
damage reduction he has from it. Pretty insane. Scotty complete.
Yeah, they see an opportunity here. They could maybe get their hands on a tier 3 tower in this window, but they decide against it. They force the glyph, and this should be straight into the pit.
Yeah, take a road. Give it to your Gyro, probably. I don't think you're even scared of your Morphling behind. Maybe the BKB on Gyro makes you more confident, but I don't mind either. I think both options are good for them.
Yeah. He's at the point where, because you got that 20 talent on Gyro, you have enough movement speed, you're probably confident. But statistically, I'd say in these kind of scenarios, it's more likely that when Gyro goes down. But if you're worried about making a mistake on the Morphling, better safe than sorry. Just play full Agi.
I think it's because he doesn't have BKB on Morphling, so they're going to allow him to play more aggressively. He's even going for a Butterfly rather than a BKB next.
Yeah, now with the Aegis in their hands, they're looking at a scenario where they want to try and force the end of the game before the Aegis is gone. With only one out tower remaining for the side of Khan, and OG coming for us soon, that is feasible.
Top tower is under attack.
Doosh, 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 goodbye. Just 330 damage on the Morph.
Radiant's top tower.
Where's the high ground at?
Got a Crimson Guard on the Ogre as well, so he's chilling. He's just getting Slippery Frost up to his teammates. Those early to mid-game kills that he got that accelerated that Midas, even though he had a bad start, really allowed him to have impact as an offlaner.
Dara just morphs up, expecting them to try and jump him. The Orchid has been used as well. Open Wind's out on him to get the D-ward out. They'll just go back in, continue the good work of the Morph.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, just hit him, Mol. There it is. They're trying to hit him. Spirit Vessel out as well. He'll waveform out. Comes the Lifestealer and silence down to Xibbe. As he's the Crimson Guard. Now Madara looking to fight as he actually uses the rage and chases in. Pull down his own way. BKB from Chessie with the wrong fighter is chasing on the back line. They want to kill the Xibbe, but it's not easy. The Spirit Vessel is renewed, but they chase on the other side. Winner's Curse comes out. Xibbe will finally go down, but Venge is dead as well. Now you use the Winner's Curse, so it's much harder for Khan to fight. Cheshire Cat in trouble. Won't get the chance to swashbuckle away as he's stunned up. Tries to hop up to the high ground, but the damage is done and he is dead. Aegis has been claimed in the meantime. Madara, Lickers pops straight away, becomes a Lifestealer again. Does have that rage to work with. Buyback out from Xibbe in the meantime. Chase forward, looking for the kill Yamich. One more hit would do it, but the Cold Embrace will heal him up enough. Dyrachyoo moving away while he still has the rage, but now OG can look to take a second set of racks.
Middle tower.
She's on the Gyrocopter. No creeps for just a bit here.
Xibbe's bringing him.
Tank is coming back.
Still must arrive. Wait for win. Yamich is gone. Fly back straight away. Rage. Arrow being hit into. Madara just poking him, going, hey, how you doing? What's happening? Bash out. Linkers pop. Madara will wait for him away again, though. Chasing. Arrow. Avalanche on the 2. Chessie doesn't have the BKB for 15. Swap to get him Diva. Stun from Xibbe. Trying to take the cooldown as well. They'll get the kill no Venge, and now they're trying to follow through more. Gyrocopter, he's already dead. Flyback comes out. Arrows. BKB is running out as he backs away, and they might just have to let a second lane go. This might even be game at this rate.
Radiant's middle.
They're just hemorrhaging so many kills and so many builds. Avalanche comes in. This is do or die for Arrow. They try for a ZFreek. Spider legs away. He's such a nuisance. Chessie has to turn around and fight the disarm out that makes sure he can't. Dyrachyoo snipes the back line, finds the double kill, but in return, Yamich will go down, and it looks like he's going to lose his tiniest Arrow. Nice bash out. Madara can't finish the kill just yet. Spirit Vessel is renewed, though. ZFreek staying far enough away that Arrow cannot kill him off with the Avalanche combo. Toss across. Tries for it now. Xibbe just needs to get stunned out, but he can't. The open wounds will slow him down. Arrow living life on the edge, and Xibbe, this will be the dieback. He can't afford to go down like this, but he will. Bash through. Madara back in, forcing a fight with Dyrachyoo. Lincoln's already been popped. Tiny just lurking around with no mana, can't really do anything. Madara needs to get out. Wait for him, coming up cooldown. Will be stunned up. ZFreek, he wants to help, but he's so low on hit life. Madara, he can't TP away. The magic missile's off cooldown again. He did actually have a moment where he could have because swap wasn't available.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And they didn't even lose the middle racks.
They didn't even lose the middle racks. I actually thought they were potentially, like you said, playing the game. I thought it was over. They had fought back like 2 or 3 heroes. By a con. Managed to hold down by 10k, but they bring down the Morphling raid boss. He's going for a butterfly. He may turn that back into a BKB. I wouldn't even mind a Satanic here. I think he kind of just needs to stand his ground. I personally think Satanic would be better than Butterfly. I think his damage output is fine. He keeps having to morph strength in order to stand his ground, so by buying a Satanic, you probably were to not morph strength, which allows you to do more damage, but...
I think you need someone to build Lotus. Well, actually, I've got Lotus on ZFreek. Yeah, so I think that's the way, because the only concern is Spirit Vessel right against the Satanic. But if ZFreek is there guarding you, like he was trying to do that time, and he has the Lotus, Morphling in theory should be unkillable. You know, barring diving into the fountain. At that point, he maybe dies. Cool down now. Fishman, sacrificial lamb again. That time for him, 50 seconds to the sideline. The stun did connect on Chessie. Nice grab by No Tail. We'll get the second kill on the Pangolier. They did activate the BKB because they were a little bit scared. Also, buyback-wise, neither of those heroes have it. However, there is a snipe straight away. No Tail goes down. Can't buy back.
Full hesitation. Gyro, he bought out for it.
A little bit risky as well. And they'll know that he doesn't have buyback as soon as they see the new item in his inventory. It is a big purchase after all.
Madara is committed for this butterfly first. He has the Satanic queued up afterwards, but he has fully committed to the butterfly with that quarterstaff. I just can't imagine you're buying just the quarterstaff and not the rest of your butterfly.
In fairness, Khan aren't prepped for an MKB build yet. I mean, Lifestealer's trying, but he only just completed his Abyssal. So, there's a big window with this butterfly. Roche might be up just over 2 minutes. And you have to kind of compare that. You should have the butterfly by that point, probably buyback as well, and it's a big power spike for Morphling in those fights, without a counter to it. Meanwhile, Yamich is continuing on his way towards the Bloodthorn. Just wants that snipe up, or snipe out rather, opportunity as this right-click Wyvern. Arrow going next? He's going towards the AC, but Ogre's also building an AC and he's a lot closer. Especially with Midas coming off cooldown, he wants to use it.
Smoked up here. No Tail's really good positioning to break a smoke and not just die instantly.
Oh, well, we'll have to wait a moment to find out. A little bit of disconnect coming out. It's a bit more laggy for ZFreek because he is playing from home, I believe, in America right now. And this is being played on EU service.
Yeah, I think in the East Coast you only get about 100 pings. Not too bad.
Yeah, I think we're playing Stockholm, so it could be worse. Still on a hero like Earth Spirit, you feel it a little bit, as this is the type of hero that has
for sure.
What is the break? Like, what's your optimal target? If you jump in, have you got the lockdown to kill Chessie before he hits the BKB?
But I mean, before the rest of his team saves him, I don't think so. You have a Lotus Orb, you have a Glimmer Cape, you have a Staff, you have the Frost Armor. A lot of ways to buy time for him. Crimson Guard. Going AC on the Ogre.
They just drew the line, by the way. Madara is going to be coming across. I think he should just be TPing to the shrine straight away. Like, you have to realize that everyone's missing from the map at this stage. No one's pushing bot or mid. And you've been scouting top. And I believe he bought out... Is that the butterfly complete now coming?
Yep, full butterfly.
So he's fully invested. This next fight could either convincingly win them the game or screw them over. Can't do take buildings pretty fast with the Deso, with the Tiny. Here we go. Any buybacks available? Just Cat on Thunder, breakthrough on Ogre first. On the entry kills they want, they go for Earth Spirit instead. They're going to give him down to half HP, but now Gyrocopter arriving. Fishman already down. The Black can do a lot of work. No Tail, forced stuff away, buying a little bit more time. The tosses on the side. ZFreek, he's still alive. Brawl out just in time, will stay alive. The cooldown turnaround as well. Pangolier is going to be brought down. An arrow, he's got the blink. No, the rocket brush. It caught him twice. They're going to actually keep vision, and with the ads running, he can't get out. The GG comes out. Khan know they can no longer win. OG.Seed take the series 2-1.
They had 3 buybacks. I'm kind of surprised they just gave up, but honestly the game was looking pretty grim. Yeah, I think OG.Seed was just the better team in this series. I think the first game they kind of just didn't show up. So I guess first game of the day problems. They looked clearly better in the next 2 games. And under the leadership of 2-time TI winner No Tail himself,